Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com here for NTMarkets.com with your Friday jobs morning pre-market webcast. Okay, non-farm payrolls today in about 2 hours at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time as I'm doing this. I was going to do it after, but frankly, I think it's just going to be too busy, and I don't want to not do a webcast today, so we're going to go ahead and put this out now. Um, let's talk about yesterday a little bit. We sold down to the third standard deviation Bollinger Band down at 96.5, and we breached that. Um, and Bollinger Bands do what the Bollinger Bands usually do, which is trade back inside the bands, and we've done that. Our high yesterday was 24.25. I mean, they really ran it up into the close. So we did a solid, 25 plus handles after we hit that third standard deviation band. And you have to be careful when that happens. And I even found myself getting sucked into it yesterday a little bit. You start getting down to those levels, and you're just, you're looking lower. We didn't press it short. We caught a little bit of the long, but not enough of it. Um, the mistake is you don't appreciate what's going on the daily chart when it hits that kind of a deep Bollinger Band, and you're looking for a 4 or 5 handle trade when you could be looking at a 15-20 handle trade. Okay, because while markets like to ride second standard deviation Bollinger Bands, either up into the stratosphere or down into the canyon, uh, third standard deviation bands, they don't do that. They touch those and they go uh, back in the other direction. You can see it over here with the upper band. Touch, see ya. So we did that here, and that is the best indication that I have, because we're still neutral on 45-day pivot, and we're nowhere near the 200-day exponential moving average. The touching of the third standard deviation band is the best tool that I have right now that says yesterday got overdone. Things have been pretty orderly to the downside, and we got a little carried away. Wednesday and then even more into yesterday. So what do we do now? We wait for jobs. I certainly would not be um, buying this here at 16, 19, 25 after a 25 handle rip off of the third standard deviation band. The risk now is that this rally gets sold as all the other rallies have been sold, and we go ahead and we reach back for that lower band, and then we go ahead and we settle into a ride of the lower band. That's a possibility. What I think is probably a more likely possibility is we get another buyable dip today off of the number, and don't game the number. You don't know what the number is going to be. You don't know how people are going to react. You have a lot of wounded traders on both sides. You have wounded bears that just had 25 handles put right in their face off of those 96s. And you still have wounded bulls that have been buying these dips since 85 all the way down. And so there's a lot of people that are looking to get even on their trades. There's a lot of people that are just looking to get out. And I mean, the shorts really got squeezed yesterday, especially into the close. So I wouldn't be buying this here. But if you get a dip off of this number, I think that's a buy. I think if you get a rip off of this number, that is a fade, at least to a certain point. Could we go trend up today? Sure. We could also go back down to touch that Bollinger Band. The only thing that has me leaning to the upside is the fact that we touched the third standard deviation band yesterday. So instead of the last 2-3 days where I've been sell rallies, sell rallies, sell rallies, which has worked very well, today I'll be more inclined to buy dips because we went down and we touched that third standard deviation band. We may need to retest the 50-day exponential moving average. We may need to retest the lower Bollinger Band and get a sense of where support may be. The bulls need to get going. They cannot leave 24 as resistance. 23, 24 is a big number, and they can't leave it as resistance. So there's a lot of questions to be answered today. I have a feeling a lot of them are going to be answered by 8:35, 8:40 in the morning, and we'll go from there. So everybody have a fantastic day. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com. Have a fantastic weekend. I'll be back Monday morning with another webcast. Trade them well, everybody.